Summer. Time for vacations, cookouts, fishing, softball, boating, gardening, or just lounging around. Summer. We seem to feel better, and we welcome the sun's warmth and light into our lives. Summer. The perfect time for family and friends. How do you plan to spend your summer? Think about it. Some of you may have to change those plans because you may be involved in an accident. Accidents can happen anytime, but historically, beginning in May, our accident rate starts to climb dramatically through summer, reaching the highest point in July. August is still high, and that rate doesn't start down until September. It's a sad fact, but more people are injured and killed during summer than at any other time of the year. What better reason could there be for you to work safely this summer? Why is this? For some possible answers, we asked our co-workers.
People are worried about thinking about what they're going to do when they go home after work, planning their vacations and such. Their mind isn't on the job. The heat has something to do with it. Thinking, I wish I was home having a cold drink or sitting at home with air conditioning instead of being down here in a mill.
I think there's more accidents in a mill because of the heat. You have people there, they tend to take their safety equipment off, big glasses.
Heat has a lot to do with people's awareness and thinking. Down here, the heat does play a big factor on people.
People get complacent more or less in the summertime. Their mind just isn't on what they're doing.
Our mind goes outside, and with our minds outside on the different events, the fun events that happen in the summertime, we take our mind off of our work, and it gives us a lackadaisical attitude, and it just puts our mind on the warm weather on the outside, period.
You get hot, you get exhausted, you seem to get a little careless, which you shouldn't.
One of the other things, I think they get a lot of new help in, a lot of college help in the summertime. And you got new people on a job that may never have been exposed to any industry before. It's very important that when you're working with people like that you have good quality safety and safety contacts with these people to familiarize them with the areas that they're going to be working in.
The inability of the mind to sometimes cope with the alternatives of nice weather, let's call them vacations or weekends off or things of this nature, where people don't entirely concentrate at the job, on the job at hand.
Well, I feel it's a lack of training, the heat, and people are thinking about their vacations. They're fishing, golfing out on a golf course.
They take these hour and a half jobs and turn them into 15 or 20 minutes so they can hurry and get outside, which they shouldn't be doing this.
I think injuries rise in the summer mainly for one basic reason, and that gets down to just inattention. There's a couple of different things that may lead to that inattention. First of all, we have a heavy vacation load. We have operators moving up on jobs that they haven't worked in some time. And also, I think in the summertime, our mind tends to wander sometimes to outside activities, things that we'd like to be doing or we're thinking about doing when we leave the middle of the day.
Because a lot of us, we have families and vacation planned. And knowing that, coming to work, sometimes our thoughts are on our families and where we're going to go and prepare for vacation. And sometimes it only takes that split second for the accident to occur.
From all of them, it was pretty much the same story. Heat, vacation move-ups, overtime, new people, and lack of concentration. All probable factors in the high accident rates. We know it's hot where we work. Molten iron and steel, hot coils and slabs, hot coke, all radiate intense heat, making all of our jobs much more difficult. New people affect the accident rate too, but generally it's the person with more than 10 years of service who's injured most often. As part of vacation move-ups, People who haven't worked certain jobs for a while must move up to fill vacancies. When this happens, they must seek the cooperation of a coworker who may have more experience. The overtime we work may contribute too. We could be more tired because we all like to take advantage of summer and don't always get enough rest. Lack of concentration is an intangible, yet many think it's a significant cause of summer accidents. We shouldn't let our minds go fishing while we're still on the job. The safety rules that have been established are for everyone to know and follow. A wandering mind is an invitation to disaster. Keep your mind on your job. What can we do to protect ourselves through the summer accident period? Once again, we turn to the experts, our co-workers.
Pay attention on your job. Don't daydream. Follow all your safety precautions. Know all your safety rules on your job.
If we encourage one another to kind of look out for ourselves and the other, that it would be most enjoyable spring and summer.
I worked here for 36 years, and safety is very important. You should wear all your safety equipment. You should keep your work areas clean. You should stress safety among your fellow workers. Sometimes that you can get off track there as far as safety is concerned, because I don't know, I've been in some situations where it have been real hot, and I want to get finished with what I'm doing so I can get away from it.
Make sure we stay into a constant reminder of the safety rules, even though the old employee may got to a point he don't want to hear them so much. We still have to realize we got new people coming in, and we have to keep dwelling that safety comes first.
An old ploy that I used to use in my turn foreman days was one which included everyone in the shop as your keeper. And I think it's still important to operate in that fashion, where you watch your buddy and your buddy watches you.
But I think each guy that's, is working with these younger people should remind them of safety every day. I think they ought to get more safety contacts, more safety meetings from the foreman, and even the people they're working with. It's every man's job, safety is. It's not just your supervisors or your safety people. It's every man's job. And safety is very important. I don't want to come in here and go home with no legs or no hands. I want to go home the same way I come in here. And if we don't work together and try to do something about it, it's going to continue. And I think if every man works together, they can get the injury rates down, way down. A steel mill is not like some of the plants you work in. You got a lot of hot metal and heat. The heat factors involved in this, and people have to kind of look out after each other. That's what safety is all about. I feel it is. It's not just one person's job, it's everybody's.
For the time we're going to be on the job, we've got to think about the job and concentrate about the job. Because if we let our minds stray, we're going to reduce our chances of getting to be with our families and do the things on the mill that we would like to do, which may let our mind wander in the first place.
The key to accident prevention is obviously people. People who care about themselves and others. People who care are involved. They learn the safety rules. They learn safe work procedures. They communicate safety. They practice safety. And they watch out for others. We all need to care about safety.
Well, basically in our area, which is a stripper department, we work on a lot of hot molds. In the summertime, it's extremely hot. So, but what you'd want to do is take a break, take a rest. If you're burning a cap and key, perhaps just come down and drink a lot of liquids, preferably water.
By way of review, we can't control the weather, but we can drink plenty of water to reduce the effects of heat. We lose a great deal of water through perspiration, so it must be replaced more frequently when it's hot. People working temporary jobs during vacation time must familiarize themselves with safety and operating procedures to make sure their job is done safely and effectively. Wearing safety equipment is more difficult when it's hot. However, not wearing it or wearing it improperly can be far worse and have permanent consequences. Safety training for all people should increase during this time. Our supervisor, crew chief, or buddy can give us valuable instructions to keep us out of trouble. Listen to what they have to say. Pay particular attention to the new people. They wear the red fluorescent hats with a new employee sticker on the front. And remember, they are far less experienced than we are. Teach them to do it right. Help yourself as you help a buddy. If you see someone doing something unsafe, tell them. Show them you care. We all need reminders from time to time. Most importantly, don't either of you take unnecessary risks. No matter what your occupation might be, supervisor, crew chief, millwright, mill operator, anyone can be involved in an accident. By all means, take time to review the JSA before you begin work. If you have any questions about any job, don't hesitate to ask the person who knows. Above all, safety is an individual responsibility. We are all accountable for our own actions. We must work safely and not take unnecessary risks. We have a responsibility to ourselves, our families, and our co-workers to safely produce a high-quality product. By working together, we can make LTV Steel the safest, most productive company in the industry. Each of us must make a personal commitment to working safely, especially during the summer season. Do you need a better reason to work safely this summer?